Hey everybody, here we go. I just wanted to give you guys a nice tour of the car. Getting a lot of questions, a lot of text messages, a lot of interested potential buyers on the car. I'm getting a lot of skeptics messaging me about my price and the condition of the car and so on and so forth. And I figured, I said, you know what, let me make a video. These have done well for me in the past anytime I was going to sell my car. So I figured, you know what, why don't I give it a shot? And I know if I was in your shoes, I'd want to have a video of the car as well. I'll start it off here where it's sitting in the garage. I know it's bad lighting. I'm going to pull the car out. I'm going to start the car for everybody. But I just want to kind of pinpoint maybe some of the flaws of the car, because obviously even in a video everything looks good. And then by no means is it a perfect car. This is a 2000 Audi S4, 244,000 miles on it. It's a 6-speed with the ebony black interior, wood grain trim, and automatic dimming mirror, sunroof, AC, power windows, locks, all that stuff. Obviously the 2000 model did not come with the the limited slip, or it came with the Quattro, but not the traction control that the 01s and up, or 01 and a half and up came with. So some like it better this way. Wheels obviously are not from this year. They're from a B6. I'm getting a lot of people saying, oh, they're not the stock Avises. I get it. I understand that. They're the same exact dimensions. A lot of people put them on. And my suggestion, this is a good winter wheel. Perfect winter wheel. They have good tread on them, on the tires. The rims are not perfect. They've been resprayed once in their life. Some scuffs on them, but guess what? None of them are bent. None of them are messed up. And they don't look bad on the car. It's a simple 5-spoke design. I'm getting people trying to beat me up on the price over the wheel that's on the car. I mean, yes, I'm looking for $5,000 for the car. Some say it's too much, but you know what? It's a laser red S4. It's not silver. I get it. It has high miles on it, but it runs damn good. Bumper and everything is in good shape. No cracks, you got some scuff marks and stuff, rock chips. But no cracks. I mean, and we all know, let's be realistic. Unless you find a part out, these are hard to find. And ECS is selling them for, I think, with $900 or something like that. So, I mean, I'm not trying to compare this car to a bunch of parts and that are online that you could buy. But I mean, the car's in pretty good shape, I have to say, for being 15 years old, technically 16 years old, because it came out in 99. It's a 2000, but the cars are always 1 year behind. So yeah, it's got a lot of miles on it, and I'll be honest with you, that says something about the car. It says that somebody had to take care of it. This is not a car that is for the faint of heart. It's a stage 2. It's on its second, at least that I know of, second set of turbos. There's no documentation. And if it was on its first set of turbos and didn't have any whistle or any noise like that, dentist drill, then you know what? God bless these turbos, because this should be in the Guinness Book of World Records. It has a LL Tech intake. I don't know if you can get that in there. It's hard to see. But has a aftermarket throttle body boot over here that's not so great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it sticks out a little bit. I think it's, like a cheap brand. Other than that, really nothing under the hood that you can see other than the intake. Stock headlights, got the HIDs. There's like some yellow laminate. I believe it's a laminate or a spray over the fog light lenses to make it yellow. Try and just think of some things and I'll pull it out. Right now what you're seeing, this connected to the battery, it's just a trickle charger. Just like to make sure I don't drive it anywhere. It's not registered, it's not insured. I bought it, thinking that I was going to keep it and I'm just deciding to sell it. Honestly, I have my daily driver, brand new car there. I have a little beater car right there, a little Maxima. My wife has a B8 Audi A4. Really, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. It's a feeler. Alright, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull it out so you can see the inside. I know this video is long, but so you guys can hear it run. It is a stage 2, like I said. It's an MTM tune on it. Intake. It has catless downpipes with the O2 sensor in it. Sounds good. Exhaust. No check engine light, no ABS light, none of that crazy wacky stuff. No lights on the car. That's a lot to be said for a car with this kind of miles on it. Everything's been coated out properly. MTM tune is extremely conservative. I think it's running like maybe a little over 10 or 11, maybe up to 12 pounds of boost. But there's so much more that could be done with this car. MTM tunes are known to be conservative, and they're a little bit on the older side. Maybe a new tune could really wake the car up, but it drives like a stock car. Clutch is not stock for sure. I didn't put it in. I had it done. All this stuff was done prior to my taking of the car, my purchasing of the vehicle. But I believe it feels like an RS4 clutch. I've owned about 5 B5 S4s from stage 3 on down to stock. So car's not perfect, like I said, but you know what? $5,000. It's not a bad car. Anyways, I'm going to start the car up now. And so you guys get a nice little sound clip of it. I'm going to leave the car here. Maybe I'll do this. There we go. All right. Alright, here she is. Car sounds great. Once again, the paint is a really nice shape. Faded out. You got a faded out emblem, of course. Nice dual tip. Exhaust. The car sits great. It's on Teen S-Tech springs. Excuse me. I guess the car's not perfect. Got a little ding right here. A little tiny ding. It's tiny. It actually looks worse in the video. Little tiny missing paint. Looks like something scraped up against it on the side skirt. Sits pretty though, let me tell you. Brakes aren't perfect. They have about maybe 40% life left. Got tiny little rust spot. I mean, it's not rust, it's bubbling though. Tiny. Little bit of tiny bubbling here. Little tiny bubbling here. Nothing, no rust broken through yet. I'm not gonna point out every single rock chip, but right here, tiny. A little tiny scuff there. Little tiny, looks like, I don't know, something brushed up against it here. But I never said the car was perfect by any means. Rims aren't perfect, the car's not. But honestly, the body's in really good shape for the year. 15, 16 years old with this kind of miles on it. Got HIDs, plasti dip front grille. A lot of rock chips on it. You see you got some paint touch up done here. Looks like the paint chipped off. Show you the inside. Excuse the rug. It's just me. I cut my grass and I got in here and the other day and I forgot to vacuum it. Seats, I got a few people asking me about the seat bolster. Yeah, it's not looking so great right there, but guess what? I have a brand new, not brand new, but I have a good seat back that'll come with the car. There isn't any tears. I got a few extra little parts. Extra power steering pump. Nothing's wrong with the power steering. It's just an extra pump, extra throttle body boot, stock one. Yeah, it's it. You know, I'm not really sure what to say about it, but back seats in phenomenal shape, like most back seats are. Who sits in the back seats? All the interior lights work. All the windows work. The Bose sound system works. The transmission is like so smooth and loose. It's great. I say loose, but I mean that in a great way. It just feels nice. You know, like I said, my wife has a B8 A4. It's been a few years since I have had my last B5 S4. I really miss them. I'm not really sure. If I don't get what I'm looking for the car, I'm just going to keep this bad boy. I really love this car. But guess what? Even the glove compartment works nice. Look, I mean, these are certain things. It's funny. Certain things with this car do not reflect the year or the age or the mileage. Look, I mean, there's certain things that like really boggles my mind. Yeah, the pixels. I know, pixels are not. They're beat up. Home link, that works. Sunroof works the way it should. Nice. Got the odometer boost gauge here. Procom ultralight, silver face. Looks nice. AC works, heat works. Power seats work. I don't know. Everything seems to work. Oh, I guess what doesn't work, one bulb here is burnt out. I mean, we're getting real technical now, but I guess I want to show everybody, windshield wipers, they work. I mean, it's a really nice car. It's a great platform. If somebody wanted to have a beautiful laser red S4 and they wanted to, start a nice new project, this is a great car. It's a great car. Oh, really important actually. When I got the car, there was a lot of paint chipping on the fender, it looks like, and it was touched up here. It's not a perfect match of red, but it looks like from here to here the paint was chipped. My suggestion, if somebody really loves a car, I'd probably redo the front clip, to be quite honest with you, just because, all the rock chips and everything. In here, I'm gonna pop the hood for you guys again. I want you to hear a little bit of it's not an engine tick. It's actually the fan going back to this throttle body boot. In certain angles, it's actually touching. The throttle body. What are these called? I forget the name of these. These little pipes. Are they charge pipes or? Oh, how'd that bulb fall out? Well, I gotta pop the bulb back in. That doesn't make sense. It looks like it popped out of there, but it's there. Car runs super smooth. I'm actually put this back on. And that's it. Really. I'll give it a little rev. Sounds great. Sounds great. I really love it. Anyways, here, you know what? I'll give it a few revs. Well, you heard it already. I mean, what's the point? No dentist roll. Everything sounds good. But that's pretty much it. Oh, like little tiny rock chips and stuff. But I wanted everybody just to kind of makes me feel better for everybody to see it. Oh, here's the other Here's, yeah, the fender. Looks like it was touched up. Here looks like the paint chipped off it. Like I said, my suggestion, this car, in my opinion, is a perfect candidate for like a front repaint, blend in the rest, or even a full repaint. And now a plasti dip, as big as it is now, this is a great car to, whoops, I gotta turn my signal off. It's a great car to, whatchamacallit, great candidate for a nice plasti dip job. I've seen so many color changing plasti dips now with the glossifiers and dipyourcar.com, and you know what, honestly, I mean, I would hate to see that happen, but if somebody wanted a cheap way out and they want to keep it on a budget, it's a great opportunity now to, you know, to kind of have a nice paint job or dip job and not break the bank. But you know what, idle's nice, doesn't overheat, no misfires, no check engine lights, no ABS lights, you know, it has downpipes on it, exhaust, it's lowered. I mean, honestly, nice tune. I don't know what more to say about the car other than it's a nice car. I feel like I'm very fair with the price, and that's it. Everything else is in the description, guys. Motor, tranny, that's the most important part in my book. And turbos, obviously. They're all working well now, right now. I don't have any receipts, maintenance receipts on when the turbos were replaced, when the timing belt was replaced. These are things that, honestly, if I was the new buyer, I would do the timing belt and water pump. Just get it out of the way. And I know that comes with an additional charge, an additional cost, but you'll still be in a good spot, especially if you know someone that does the job, the work. It's really not that expensive to do. Parts and labor, you know, most people do it themselves now, or a group of guys. If you're on Vortex or Audi Zine, I would definitely not take it to a dealer to do it. These cars are becoming more and more affordable to fix. More and more people know how to work on them. You have nice winter wheels set up here. Come spring, spring and summer, do a 6 set of wheels on here. You got yourself a laser red B5 S4, 6-speed manual. It's not the Tiptronic like you see everywhere. I really, kind of dragged this out a little bit, but something compelled me. I've been getting so many crazy text messages and trades and stuff like that. Guys, I understand it's a high mileage B5 S4. It's kind of scary, but to me it's a conversation starter. Mileage at this point doesn't scare me. And listen, am I firm at the $5,000? No, I'm not. But I'm getting so many offers now. I feel like my $5,000 is a fair price. It really does. I mean, a few hundred less. I mean, you'd be in the high $4,000 range is where I'd be happy. But if someone wants to come and give me the $5,000 that I'm looking for, to come take it off my hands before I sell it, obviously I'd be more than happy to take it. But I'll do $4,800. I mean, to me, it's a laser red S4. That in itself should be a little bit of a premium on the price. You know, if it was silver, we would be having a different discussion price-wise right now. But I've been in the game for a long time. You don't see red, at least in this area in Connecticut, you don't see red S4s every single day. You see silver, and that's pretty much it. You see black, you don't see red very often. A ton of silvers, you don't see Nagaro very often. And you know and I know, if you're watching this video, Nagaro blue, laser red, Casablanca white, the pearl white, those cars, they bring a premium when it comes to the price. That's the bottom line. I mean, that's the truth. We can all kind of not talk about it, but we know. We're all willing to pay a little bit more for the color we want. And this is the color. I mean, this is one of the hot colors. So it's ready. It's dropped. It's tuned. You got to say, you got the exhaust and downpipes done. There's no check engine light. You can go right to emissions. And, that's it. I mean, it's right. It's ready to roll. Anyways, get back to me if anybody has questions. All right. Hopefully I answered everyone's, questions on the car. And I really appreciate if you stuck with me from the beginning to end about the car. I really do thank you for that. And like I said, message me if you have any questions on Audi Zine. My phone number's in the ad. Thank you. I appreciate your time, everybody. Have a great day.